What are those things that you need to do to properly landscape your front yard? Believe me, it's a lot more than just throwing down some pine straw and maybe throwing down a couple of pretty flowers or two. There's a lot more to it. If you're looking to sell your house anytime soon, a proper landscaping job can do wonders in your effort to try to get top dollar for your property. In this video, I'm going to go through some tips and some strategies that you can take on to properly landscape that front yard to make it look super. My name is Stephen Kotobash, and I'm a realtor located in the northern Atlanta area, and I get to help people buy and sell houses every day. Why is it important to properly landscape your house? Think about it. When you're driving down the road and you look over at a property, whether it's on the market or not, that landscaping view or picture or whatever you see when you look over at that home, that's the first impression that you get of that property. So landscaping offers you a huge opportunity to make a great first impression. So let's say you are a seller, you're looking to put your home on the market. Don't you want buyers to have a good first impression of your home and have a good feeling about your home before they even walk into the property? I'm sure you do. So let's jump into some strategies that will help you in making sure that landscaping's top notch. Number one, let's talk about hedges. Some people may like the idea of having a hedge planted around their front yard. And one thing this helps to do is it helps to create crisp lines along your property and your front yard area. But just make sure if you're planting hedges, make sure that you plant those climate-proof hedges. What do I mean by a climate-proof hedge? Depending on where you're at in the country or in the world, your area could sustain high and low temperatures, could sustain snow, very hot temps in the summer, and a wide range of climate variables in between. So make sure that you grab some type of hedge that's climate proof so you don't plant it and then it struggles for a certain time period throughout the year, or maybe it even dies on you. But if you create a nice hedge and plant around your front yard, it makes for some sharp and good looking lines in the front of your property. Number two, make sure that you look at the facade of your house when deciding what types of plants that you're going to plant in the front yard. So for example, let's say you have textured material on the front of your house. So maybe some stone or cedar shake. If that's the case, make sure that you pick out plants and bushes with larger leaves, and it just looks a lot better together. It flows better to the eye. So make sure that you take a look at your facade, think through how that looks, and then make a decision on what types of plants that you'd like to integrate into your landscaping. Number three, I'm sure you've all heard of driveway pavers. Take a look at driveway pavers and the different options that are out there. Some people forget about those when they're thinking through how to properly landscape their front yard. But if you coordinate a proper driveway paver with the facade of your house, then it really goes a long way in creating a very cool design that flows well to the eye. So driveway pavers, don't forget about those. Next, let's think about that entryway. That entryway that goes up to your front door. So think about it. If you have a driveway somewhere on your property, you've got an entryway somewhere that you're going to take to get from that point to your front door. So don't overlook the importance of the width of that pathway. A good recommendation is an entryway that's about 6 to 8 feet wide. That way two people can walk comfortably side by side. So don't make it too skinny, so it's kind of weird and awkward if you have two people trying to walk up to your front door. And don't make it too big so it looks like a big driveway or something like that going up to your front door. You might be looking at the front of your house from the street and saying, this is kind of boring, this is kind of dull, what can I do to spruce it up? When you're thinking through the types of trees and shrubs that you want to implement into your landscaping design, choose those plants that are varying heights. So make sure they're different heights. So some a little taller, some medium, some smaller, and make sure you do a good job of mixing those into the design because what does that do? It creates some character. Create some character for your front yard so you stand in the street and you don't look at it and say, that's just a dull look. So varying heights of plants will go a long way in appealing to the eye. Lighting as well. Lighting is a great element that you can add to your landscape design, especially if you have a front facade that has some stone or maybe some cedar shake, or hey, even if it is brick, even if it's plain brick on the front, I'm sure you might have some shutters or some other ways that the light can cast shadows. So that's the whole key here. So if you properly, we'll say strategically install the lights at certain angles and things like that, you'll get some nice shadows cast on the front of your house. And the lighting does a lot. It kind of creates just this kind of a dramatic scene right on the front of your house. So don't forget about lighting when you're trying to think through how to properly landscape and improve the appearance of your front yard. I get it. I completely understand. It's not the easiest thing to provide this lavish landscaping job for any property. But I hope through this video that you were given some ideas of a direction where you could take your property, whether you do it all on your own or you go out and hire someone to take care of it for you as well. Before you leave, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for me, because when you do that, you know what? You help to support my channel and I appreciate it. I hope you got a lot out of this video, but if you're looking for other ways to increase your home's value, I created this video on my YouTube channel and it talks about boosting your home's value. So I go through some projects that you can take on your own to increase the value of your house. And if you're looking to sell anytime soon, why in the world would you not want to do some simple projects to help you gain a bigger return on your investment, which is your house? Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next video. Take care of yourself.